my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping all sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shorty ought to been my me. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left, yeah.
Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Dimes, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping all sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. But promise I don't give a about them. Let them out to anywhere. Tell them they don't need.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. And his first look is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many runs in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And just shedding him off there. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full-time Gurley now, and it hurts.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful of not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV. Called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Off the play fake, Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Cousins from the gun on third. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
All right, now here we go. Oh. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Through.
Cousins on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? guys have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good. Nathan. Bingo.
Cousins again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. It's Cooks. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go play action here on 1st down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now a handoff for Gurley. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a second and long to start things out. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Cousins the thrower. And Rudolph has it left side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. To throw is Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Play action now. Cousins. This is caught. And he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's caught left side by Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. He's got it at the 15. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
There we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This one fielded at the 5. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eric Kendricks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Another carry now for Gurley. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the counter, Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Here we go. Green, 90.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bryce Hager in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And all the way up to the 49. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. Cook. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Throwing, Cousins, and this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Oh, it's no good. Carlson pushed it to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now Gurley, handoff left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Rams on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Now Mannion with his first toss since coming in. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hot! Watch it now, Barney! Hot!
Throwing is Mannion. They got a man. It's Woods. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, look at 56. Look
Here's Mannion. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Cousins on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A first down throw for Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Over!
back to throw. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Detroit! Gun!
He'll look to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Gurley. That'll go as a loss of 5. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Black, we go.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Steps away. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun. Lucky 50. Gun.
Back to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's brought brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dominic Easley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. They give him a gain of 37. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that takes us from second to third down.
Listen to me.
Here's Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So for the Rams, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.